Our next speaker is Vasyl Myroshnychenko from Flex 19, if he can make it to the stage, from Flex 1997. So going back a little bit.
Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, friends, it's a true privilege to speak here at the 20th anniversary of the Flex program. It's really a milestone, 20 years, and we have 5,500 people. This is like the next generation. We all agree that the program has had a major positive impact on all of our lives. We all have, each of us has his or her own story that we want to share. I just want to share with you some of my observations or some of my takeaways from this experience as I look at that from the retrospect. Well, firstly, motivation. I come from a small town in Western Ukraine, and I grew up in the early 90s. That was a difficult and tough time. But in those days, we were very lucky to have the American drama series called Beverly Hills. Some of you may remember that, but those series have made me really interested in American high school life. So the minute I've heard about youth high school exchange program, I've started preparing relentlessly for the competition and for the contest. And let me tell you, when I came to Tennessee in 1996, I was very surprised to see that American high school life does not necessarily look like the one of Brendan and Callie from the Beverly Hills. But what I've learned, actually, that the very strong motivation combined with hard work can bring the desired outcome. And this approach I've managed to replicate many times since then, and it was extremely rewarding. Recently, I attended a master class which was conducted by Adrian Slavodsky, who is a famous, renowned management guru, partner of Oliver Wyman, who specially came to Ukraine and gave a masterclass to the Ukrainian businesses. When he was asked the question, what recommendation would you give to the Ukrainian companies, it was very simple. He said, learn English, because English is going to open the world, is going to open the new markets for you. And thanks to the Flex program, we have all benefited from learning the global language. Another takeaway from the Flex program was actually the close interaction with the Flex alumni, because I do believe that Flex alumni represent a group of proactive, positive, and energetic people. For example, as a result of such close interaction, a youth NGO called European Youth Parliament was born over 12 years ago. And actually the core team of those people were the Flex alumni. And now it's a great pleasure for me to see how many hundreds of young people have benefited from the organization, how they've benefited from improving their leadership skills, their organizational skills, how they've learned to sell by doing fundraising, or how they learned to do public speeches through the participation in international sessions. Now, speaking of leadership, I think there are two approaches to leadership, two schools of approaches to leadership. Some believe that leadership is innate, in other words, that you have to be born to become a leader. Others believe that you can actually become one, and I believe that if you are told that you're a leader all the time, continuously during a certain period of time, you actually eventually become one. And I believe that a very good confirmation of this is a Future Leaders Exchange program, which nurtures leadership. Now, I mean, and finally, what was the major result and the major impact of the program was that we had a chance to experience and see for ourselves how open market society functions, how democracy functions. And I think that was, especially when we analyze it in many years after the program. And I think we're just getting tired of hearing about tremendous potential of Ukraine. And some believe that the challenges we are facing are daunting. However, I believe that when I see the crowd of 5,500 Flex alumni, that this is the next generation which is going to bring positive change and make a difference. Thank you.